Yeah, what up, folks? So we back at again with another video by DJ Mobile Auto Services. So customer complaint is that his vehicle has a hard start of late, and I asked if I could check it out for him. Right, it tends to come and go. Sometimes it works really good during the day, and sometimes it doesn't. Right, and tend to leave his wife stranded. So you won't know if I can check it out for him. Right, so let's see what's happening when we start the vehicle. I'm gonna crank now. I'm sorry, I gotta match the brakes. So we hearing that long extended crank, right? The check light is on, right? And the VS seal skid light is on, right? So you're seeing it right there, right? So the next thing I'll do is I'm gonna switch it off, right? So we're gonna do it again and see if we get that long crank again. So I mean, it's long, but it's long enough for, noticeable, because they wasn't experiencing that before. So all right, so let's make this quick. I'm gonna pop the scan tool on, all right, on this vehicle, and see if we get some directions. I'm using the Tool Pro, right? This is a Nissan. I can do the auto VIN, but I already know what vehicle is. This is a non-hybrid type, right? So let's see if we could just go straight at the problem, right? Is it a starter? I doubt that. It doesn't sound like it's a starter. It sounds like, I don't want to say the battery. He said he replaced the battery, so it's not that. It's not the starter. So let's go to Xtrail hybrid, non-hybrid. Sorry, T32, right? It's a 2017. All right. So next thing I want to do, I'm going to just put the record on. Let's do a smart scan and see what codes we get. I said I have the skid light on, and I also have the check light on, right? Let's do a full smart scan, and probably, it would highlight itself, right? I'm definitely seeing 3 codes on the ECM and 1 on the ABS, right? What could it be? I'm seeing 1 on the HVAC. All right, so let's speed this up, and matter of fact, I can speed this up. Let's see what else it have. Right, I really love this tool. I mean, everyone knows this is one of my go-to scan tools, right? I have others, but I tend to use this more because, the topology is one that I like, and I get to see the network that the modules are speaking on, right? You can go system list, right? I can go online programming and stuff like that, but I'm just going to keep it on the topology. Customer states that the vehicle is definitely giving them a hard start, and you just want to know what's up, right? Let's take the light off. It's blinding out in front. Right, so let's do the report. Right, let's skip this. Let's skip this. It's late. It's like 8 o'clock here. Right, and let's go to engine. Right, it's telling me that I got P0340 cam sensor circuit bank 1. Right, got like 3 codes popped up, and I got one on the ABS C1130 engine speed signal 1. And I got one on the BCM, which is like the NAT antenna amp, and I also got one on the sun load sensor, right? I definitely have a video on this sun load sensor, right? But I would ask the customer if you want to diagnose this some other time, and we'll get back to that, right? But I'm gonna go after the cam sensor, which is the P0340, right? And when I'm go after that, I'm gonna save this, right? This is repair, and let's go on the hood and do some checks, right? Could it be the harness? Could it be the wiring? It could be a lot of stuff, man. So I said, let's go on the hood and see what it is. All right, so this is the cam sensor, right? It's only have one located to the top, right? The crank is most likely either to the front by the flywheel, or is it by the pulley? I'm not sure, right? Gotta look that up. Right, so we got the cam sensor right here. It's easy to get to, right? It got 3 wires, which is hoping to get 5 volts, ground, and signal from this sensor right here, right? So let me get my scope out and see what's going on with this cam sensor. I'm just gonna hook this light up right here. There's your are you on? Probably dead. Alright, so you can see better with this one. Right, so as I said, I'm gonna unplug this. Right, I'm gonna check my voltage coming out from there with my multimeter. Let me get a multimeter. Where's my multimeter? Right, so with my trusty multimeter, I'm just gonna do a quick check with the key on, engine off, and I'm just gonna verify what I'm getting. Alright, so we're gonna go on to DC volts. Gonna hook this up to the battery negative right here. Right, gonna make sure my multimeter is working. So I'm getting 12.6 volts. Right, so next what I'm gonna do is put on the key on ignition. Right, so keys on ignition. No, it's not. All right, now it is. All right, so keys on ignition. Let me see if I can get you closer to what I'm doing here. All right, so we got this is the cam sensor. So as I said, I'm expecting to see 5 volts, which is my 5 volt ref. See if I can get you closer here. Hook you up. Can you see it? Yeah, I guess you can. Right, so if not, you just gotta take my word. So I'm gonna go into this first pin here. I'm getting 4.9, which is 5 volts. I'm going to the third pin, the second pin, I'm getting 0. And on this pin, I'm getting 4.9. So the question is, which one is my 5 volt ref? And which is my signal, right? Which is the 2 N wires. So we're going to plug it back in, and whichever one voltage decrease, that has to be my sensor, my sensing wire. So I'm going to go right back into this first wire that I got the 5 volts from, and let's see what I get. I'm getting 4.9, and I'm going to go into the white wire, which is this one here, and I'm getting 4.9 also. Hold on. So I'm getting 4.9 on both. Okay, so that didn't help. Okay, so all right, matter of fact, let's go straight to the scope and see exactly what is what. And so I know the 2 wires on the sides are either my 5 volts and my signal, right? So let's come back out and get my scope. What scope do I plan on using now? All right, let's use this one. I'm gonna use the Ditech. Okay, let's connect the scope. Let's get it closer. And I'm going to get my lead. This is which one? Okay, let's get this. I gotta get this power. I definitely got to build a power supply for this scope. That's one thing I don't like about it. I have to power it up off a battery just for the scope to come on. Where the mother scope is definitely powered off of the laptop. So let's get my leads. Where are you? Leads. Right. So the Ditech comes with the Ditech Cop Scope Plus. Matter of fact, let me just show you what it is. Right. So that's the Ditech Car Scope, a 4-channel. Right. There's a cool scope. Just don't use it as often as I should, but I'm just gonna go for signal and see how it looks. Can I reach there? I believe I can. Just bear with me while I'm setting this up. Alright, so you gotta go on the ground. They got like this. So I'm gonna go on the battery. And I'm gonna go into the first wire, which is the green wire. Alright, so let's screen record this. I'm gonna press play. Alright, so while that's recording, I'm gonna turn you back to the vehicle. Alright, so while we're taping, alright, so we're getting 5 volt on that. Let's go on to the next wire, which is the white wire. Also, let's see what it is. I'm also getting 5 volts here. You can start the car for me? Yeah, thanks. Alright, so let's get you closer. Start. Alright, so you're hearing now the long crank, and right now I'm on the signal wire. I believe I am. And I'm not picking up anything. So let's reduce the voltage. All right, let's drop this lower. Let's increase my time. So far I'm not seeing anything. Let me use my trigger. So right now I'm at, let's say 4 volts. So is it my connection? Is it my ground? Let's see. I'm not getting nothing coming out that signal. Oh, you just saw some like glitch. All right, so as I'm moving the, matter of fact, let me use my Pearson probe and see if I can get a better connection, because I'm not sure if I am. All right, so I'm gonna go directly onto the harness. Am I picking up? So it look like, is it a harness issue? Why are you doing this now? I'm not sure if it's a harness issue or if it's a connection issue. Just having a little issue with my connector. I'm not sure why this. Alright, let's try to test this again. I'm just gonna put it on, and I'm gonna watch my scope, and I'm gonna slightly just adjust my piercing tool while. Am I missing something? Come on. Definitely gotta get some better piercing tools on this. So it seemed like I'm not getting a good connection on this signal wire. I want to go back to back probing. All right, let's see if I can stick the wire at least. Then I will know if I'm getting. I'm not getting no signal. So I'm not getting no signal coming out that. It's like it's not grounding. Right. If I go into this one, which is the green wire, I'm getting 5 volts. If I go into this one, no signal. Okay. So let's try something else, right? Check light is definitely still on. So I'm going to see if I can clear the codes and see if what happens when I clear the codes. Will the vehicle continue to run or will it cut off? So when I try to clear the code, so that my waveform changed. So is it a circuit issue, ECM issue, or is it the sensor? That's the question. So we're gonna read full code. So I'm getting the P0340. So we're gonna clear this code. And when I clear the code, let's see what happens. The vehicle cuts off. And let's read again. It's still there. So I'm gonna start this vehicle back up again. So it clears, the code is cleared, but the hard start still remains. Let's come out. All right, let's go back in to Nissan. I'm still not getting no signal. So let's see if I can increase my time. Nothing. All right, so let's go right back in. So it's like I'm not getting anything. Let's go back into it. Let's go to Xtrail T32 2017. Let's go back into ECM. All right, let's read fault codes. So this came right back up. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is I wanna swap this out with a, let's come out with it. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I got a sensor that I'm gonna try and see if that works, because it seems like I'm not getting any signal coming out of this sensor. So all right, let's move this scan tool to the side. As I said, I got this sensor I'm gonna pop on, and hopefully this works. Let's get you to zoom out. Let's see. All right, it's the same sensor, but for some reason I'm not getting any signal from that sensor. So let's see what's good. Make sure it is in. All right, let's put this back in. We're gonna start the car again and see if I'm getting signal or not. All right, so the car started right up, much easier than before. So we're gonna go into that same wire, and there you have it. So definitely was a faulty cam signal sensor. Right, I'm gonna go back into the scan tool. I'm gonna come straight out. Right, I'm gonna do a smart scan. Right now you're seeing that I'm getting a nice clean square wave from this sensor, and the last one I wasn't getting anything at all. Right, so I believe we definitely onto something. I mean, all I did was just put the probe directly into the sensor, and it's working. Matter of fact, let me get you closer so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So that's the cam sensor right there. Right? You see I'm getting a good waveform. Right now I'm back probing to the white wire. As I said, it's a 5-volt ref, the ground and the sensor ground and what you call it, the signal, right? So if I wasn't getting like a 5-volt, then I would have to go after, check a wiring diagram to see if the ECU has an issue or the harness. But in this case, it was a faulty sensor that's causing the vehicle to get the hard start. You see I'm getting my signal right here. It's holding steady. Right, so let's back out and let's clear this code. Let's clear all the codes. And the code is definitely cleared. Car is not cutting off. Let's go back into ECM. Let's press enter. Right, just now when I try to read the fault code, you saw that it, cut the vehicle out. So I'm going to go back into read fault code again. And we got no DTC. Right, so I'm going to call that a fix. Right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. It was a quick one, but probably help someone in the future. Right, so till next time.